Hello, welcome to Spirit Owl Tarot. If you're new here, hello, my name is Lucy. So, this is the daily reading for Thursday, August 20th. This is the collective reading, so these are the strongest energies for the collective for the day. But obviously, the energy of one day is not just confined to that day. It will, of course, affect other days. It's just really strong on this day, the energies that are showing up. So, um, this is really interesting. So we've got the heron coming out here. And it says, let go of convention and follow your own unique path. So herons are waders and they're usually seen like off on their own. They follow their own path. They're solitary birds. If they're seen with other birds, it's funny. They're actually usually like breaking up fights between other birds. So like they're kind of like the introvert of the bird world, and they are, healers, mystics, guides, because they're like going in there when they see a problem and they're like, hey, like, why so serious? Why you guys fighting? Like, which is really fascinating to me when it comes to birds, because birds can be really aggressive, they can be very territorial, and herons are just so chill. Um, and that you can put yourself in a tough spot when you're like going in to break something up between two other people. I feel like you are seeing that there are energies around you that you don't need to take part in, right? Like there are going to be herons that usually they're off on their own. They're not usually like with the group. They're not like sheep. They're not in groups. They're not all doing the same thing. They let go of convention and they follow their own path. Because we've also got many paths coming through here. Now, this card in particular from the Mystical Shaman deck talks about how, there are many paths to the same place, but you get to choose whether it's an enjoyable one or not, right? Like, there are a lot of ways that you can live your life, and it's your choice how you live your life, but the choice you're making, is it the best choice for you? There's a story from the Mystical Shaman book for this card that talks about how there's two different people doing the same job. And someone asks them separately, like, hey, what are you doing? And the guy says, oh, I'm laying this stone. And he asks the other guy, hey, what are you doing? And he says, I'm building a grand cathedral. So one of them, right, is doing a job, getting the job done. The other one feels passion behind what they're doing, inspired action. Their heart is in what they're doing. They feel, it's their calling, it's their thing to do. Do you want to be someone who day to day just lays stone, or do you want to be someone who's building a grand cathedral? You know what I mean? And we've also got Ride the Wave coming through here. So this talks about how this is like the perfect moment in time to make this transition to this new path, letting go of convention, going your own way, going your own path. And Ride the Wave is like your perfect wave is here. It means that like this transformation, this change, this movement can be effortless. It can be easy. You hop on that wave and it can take you really far, really fast, rather than, when the waves really aren't there. And it's about having joy and fun, like with how I was just talking about, like your purpose, something that's fun and you have passion behind it. Like dolphins are playful animals. They want to have fun. We've also got self-doubt coming through here. And I feel like this is the only thing that can stop you when it comes to this energy, is either, that self doubt that can, put you in analysis paralysis, or can put you in a negative headspace, where you're second guessing yourself. We've got, you are questioning yourself and unable to move forward. Don't let fear hold you back. You have the strength and power to see it through. Now is the time to break free from this limiting pattern. I feel like the moment is now if you're going to break free of whatever path you're on that you're not, I feel like it's either not authentic or not, like there's no passion behind it. Now, this could be in a lot of areas of life, right? This could be a job, it could be a relationship, something that you're doing in your life. It's like, you could choose a path that is easier, that's more fun, it's more joyful, and more authentic to you. We've also got a wish upon a star will soon come true. And I feel like this is interesting because you also have the star card come out in the tarot. When we think of self doubt, and then you have the star card trumps self doubt, like that Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords energy. This is like hope, faith, renewal. It's like being open to new possibilities, seeing the possibilities, seeing that there is, a brighter future, a better future ahead if we can make these changes. And it's usually after a time of, some struggle, and there's like peace and blessings that come from this energy. Now you've got the Page of Cups and you have Judgment. So the Page of Cups is an opportunity, right? There's like a fish jumping up out of that cup. So it's, when I talk about ride the wave too, like this wave is not here forever. This is like a perfect moment in time. And with the Page of Cups, it's that kind of opportunity that it's like it's not here forever. Now there is like a childlike energy here. This is like your inner child with the Page of Cups. That like excitement, that zest for life, that there's like newness, something that feels new. It's like uncharted. It's something, that you've never done before, experienced before. There's like a sense of wonder. It also talks about imagination. And then Judgment is your calling, like feeling that calling. And this can be a really scary energy, right? Whatever this is, I feel like you know what it is. Like you've wished upon a star in regards to this. Maybe it was when you were young or younger. Something that maybe you daydreamed about, you fantasized and imagined about. It feels really, I want to say old, like it feels really old, but something that's like been in your heart like the whole time. And it's like your moment to shine with the star here to do this is here. Now, like I said, it's going to be different for all of you, but I feel like don't downplay it. So some of you, I feel like you might be like, oh, well, it's just a little thing that I used to daydream about, that I used to fantasize about, or think, wouldn't that be nice? I feel like it's more important to you than that. Like, I feel like this is, if we've got self-doubt here, this is something that I can't even pick it up. I feel like Spirit is saying, put this down. You don't need this. If it's something that can affect you that way, like that strongly, emotionally, like to where you doubt yourself, you second guess yourself, you let that fear creep in, there's a lot of emotion there, right? Like usually you don't feel very strongly about something if you don't care about it very much. I do want to say too, some of you, I don't know, the north and south nodes are shifting right now. We just had that, I don't know if it was I should have looked that up. I don't know if it was a lunar or a solar eclipse in Leo. We just had that happen. There's something going on in the astrology that and it's probably the node shifting. I don't know where your north node is. They're all different, right? We're all different. But there's something here with Judgment, and the star is like your north star, your north node, your calling. Judgment is like, I literally have a tarot deck that calls Judgment calling. It's like a wake up call. It's a rebirth. It's like when you're at a crossroads, and we have paths here. Like you're at a crossroads in your life. And this is like recognizing how your past has shaped your future and thinking, maybe I could do something different. And what is insanity? Repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And then there's this innocence here. Like, if you can embrace this opportunity with like childlike wonder, you can, follow this calling, rise up. I feel like you can really shine and be successful at something. It's coming through so strongly. And a wish upon a star will soon come true. Some of you are making this opportunity happen for yourself. Like, this is the dream, this is the wish upon a star, but you're going to be like, I'm getting pouring your cup. So that's interesting. Because usually, with like the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, you're planting a seed, you're starting something. This is like the ideas, the insights that are coming in that get you excited, and are like, it's like that call, like you're hearing the call. Maybe that's what I'll call this reading, hearing the call. But there is, like I said, there's that need to let go of convention and like do your own, not be afraid to do your own thing and follow your own unique path. All right. That is what I have for you. Sending you guys lots of love, wishing you all the best. Like if you enjoyed this video and you want it to get out to lots of other people who need to hear the message. Subscribe if you want to see more daily readings from me. But that's what I have for you. Bye, guys.